Yo, what is up there, everybody there in YouTube land? This is Diablo Drago back again with a new video. And I am here with What If Deku Was the Hulk, Part 7. My throat's still a little queasy, so I might cough once or twice throughout the video. Maybe 3 or 4 times. Anyway, What If Deku Was the Hulk, Part 7. Yeah. Sorry for not being able to upload. I'm going to try to upload as much as I can, because I'm feeling a lot better. So, yeah. So, let's get on with the video, and I'll have a few announcements at the end. Okay. Now, where we left off, Deku and Mina and Sue had their tender moments. They now returned to school after their internships. Deku is still a little out of it, considering he went out of control, and he has now learned that the Hulk within him is a completely separate personality. He that awakens in times of extreme anger and stress. And Deku has barely ever realized this, because he has only ever transformed twice. And really, wouldn't blame him. He gets to school, everyone saw the news broadcast, and tries to understand what the heck Deku's going through, but a couple of them are a little wary, because they do have fears, because people are people. Throughout this time, Deku, who trains even more, meditates and stuff like that, and Aizawa comes to tell them that they will be having final exams soon. Within 1 week. 1 week of training, and Deku meditates a lot more, but focuses a lot more on the personality within him that he has failed on many occasions to talk to throughout his time off. Deku, who still fails to talk to him, and the day of the final exams comes on, Deku is still Deku, so he still does as well on the written portion, but he's still distracted by the ideas of what could happen with his Hulk form. Everyone is paired up same as they are in the anime. Hey, and things will go a bit differently. First off, Sue and Tokiyami's thing goes pretty much the same, only goes a little quicker, because as throughout years of training with Deku, since they've known each other since childhood, they are stronger. Let's say that. Stronger, faster, level-headed. That's basically Sue in a nutshell in this What If. And she goes by a bit faster. Mina is probably the most different, because due to a boost in intelligence and strategy, thanks to being around Deku so much, because really, he's studying a lot more with Deku around. And Mina actually does figure out a way to get through. He and Kaminari go to the rooftops and follow the chains of destruction, while also trying to stay on their feet. Mina will creates pathways of acid to melt out and actually weld together some of the debris to work into it, because it solidifies as well as melts. And doing so, she manages to get to the crane that Nezu is in, melt down edges of it, and then they capture him. Yeah, I'm doing this because I feel like it, because I've imagined this in this What If, is that Mina would be a lot smarter because she hangs around Deku a lot, and Deku is a smart person. So I'd say, hey, that'd be reasonable. So yeah. The one that is quite possibly the most different is Deku's match with Bakugo and All Might. Bakugo and Deku still don't have the best relationship, but Bakugo is still Bakugo, but he was wary about Deku, and And during this match, since all the teachers are wearing cuffs, Deku's match is different. All Might's like, young Midoriya has more power than me when he goes all out, so I'd say he should be the one wearing cuffs instead of me. Everyone is surprised at this declare, and everyone yet still understands about taking risks with the Hulk. And Deku agrees with this because he under Fs. Bakugo doesn't wear weights. All Might doesn't wear weights, but Deku is the one who wears weights, which will come in handy later on. Deku and Bakugo come up with a strategy that Bakugo would do most the head-to-head in order to create enough of a illusion or distraction so Deku can get close enough to capture them, and which is a good plan in theory, but All Might realizes this because that is what he does. He analyzes his students and he knows what they're capable of. All Might actually captures Bakugo and knocks him out. All Might just then staring down Deku and goes, ready to fight. And Deku is powering up to his max while also being wary and cautious. Trying to get this done quickly, Deku, who is messing up over and over, missing his shots, getting hits in the torso, but Deku notices something. All Might is holding back. And then All Might just has a disappointed look in Midoriya. And Deku has no idea what's going on. And then All Might simply speaks, young Midoriya, I understand that you are scared, but you cannot live in fear of your own power. Every time you attacked me, every time I countered one of your punches, all I sensed was fear. You use your power cautiously, which is understandable and useful at times. But you cannot stay fearful. You are afraid that if you use too much of your power, you will kill. You are afraid that if you don't use enough of your power, you will die along with everyone around you. And you are most afraid of what will happen if you can't control yourself. Which is why you're the one in the cuffs. Because those are more than just weights to slow you down. They symbolize what you're doing to yourself. Deku hears this, and he's like, what the heck have I been doing this entire time? Deku starts smiling and goes, thanks, All Might. I guess I'll defeat you now. And then Deku goes, rage, 100%. And along with one for all. Who knows how much. Going into his green. He is getting greener and smiling. He is in complete control of his rage. Because, yeah. And use his rage burst and one for all have become completely tied together. Meaning every time he accesses one for all, he immediately uses some sort of anger. And All Might and him go for a full clash. And in the end, Bakugo wakes up with the clash and goes in for a howitzer impact. Knocking out All Might, actually. And getting cuffs on him. Deku shrinks down into a bit, and he is still in control of himself, smiling all the way and passing out with a goofy grin. And everyone is surprised at Deku and proud. All Might most of all, who is currently shrinking while he is passed out. And no one notices, thankfully. And after the day is done, and everything seems to be right in order, Deku is greeted by Mina and Sue while he exits the nurse's office. this, and they are really glad to see that he didn't go monstrous. Or, I can't think of a better way to phrase that. Deku, Sue, and Mina, who are all together, they walk home and have their own little date, let's say. Hanging out for a bit because Deku is feeling great because he is moving on with his troubles. And me and Sue are making him feel all warm and fuzzy. But at the back of Deku's mind, he thinks, if my power comes from rage, how much do I have left? Now, Deku, who knows the difference between full-on rage and controlled anger. When he controls his anger, he can still fuel himself. But full-on rage brings out the Hulk. Deku, who knows this now, so he is cautious, and he still who wants to be himself. Mina, Deku, and Sue, they have their time. Deku walks each of them home, and on his way home, he looks up at the sky and goes, I feel like a lucky guy. He is trying his best to work out his way. He threw out everything. After the next day, after the final exams, everyone is going into the shopping district. Everyone is ready to go and they want to prepare for their summer training camp. In the end, Deku, Sue, and Mina are actually left alone with each other. Because yeah. and then, as they're walking around, Shigaraki sneaks up behind Deku. He goes, hey there, pal, it's been a while. And Mina and Sue notice this and they goes, Deku, do you know this guy? And Deku is just calmly forcing a smile. They're going, oh, no problem, just go on ahead, I'll catch up. Then they sit down and Shigaraki and Deku have a short conversation. And Shigaraki goes, you made a mess of Hosu. And frankly, I'm surprised that the hero killer even got captured during all that mess. It's amazing what you can do with such an unheroic quirk. Now tell me, kid, what do you think is the difference between me, you, and Stain? They're always talking about you two. Especially Stain. Why am I never mentioned? The League of Villains is the greatest. They always focus on you. Deku goes, the clear difference between you and me is we may have been both born with destructive quirks, but we're different in how we came around. We may not be so different on the inside, but in the end, we have different convictions, and we fight for different battles. And really, this just triggers Shigaraki, and he thinks, I just figure out what bothers me. He's so much between you and Stain. It's all his fault this all goes wrong. It's time for a little bit of action. And Deku grabs Shigaraki's hand and starts getting angry. Shigaraki notices the anger behind his eyes and he goes, Shigaraki, you better run now and leave everyone else alone. Oh, and between you and me, I don't have any quarrels between capturing you right now. Frankly, I don't care. You're a big mess to deal with. And Shigaraki just goes, I wonder what your girlfriends would say if they saw you like this. Deku flashes back and he goes, if you so much as touch them, you're dead. And Shigaraki goes, I guess you're not so heroic after all. See you around, kid. Just don't forget next time we meet, you're dead. Deku goes, well, you might be captured next time we see you. So, see ya. Deku had actually called the police. He's for everything because of Shigaraki, because he thought if the police got here fast enough, that Shigaraki could be captured. And Deku is then tackled by Mina and Sue for and they keep yelling at him, going, "Why didn't you?" What? I can't do that high voice. They both go, "Why didn't you tell us that was Shigaraki? We could have helped." And Deku goes, "I didn't want you guys to be in danger." They blush a bit, but they all understand what's going on. Deku has to talk to All Might, and All Might reveals the secret of All for One throughout this entire mystery of the days. And Deku, who simply understands what's going on. With everything going on, it's nice to have some peace and quiet later, because Deku needs some time to think, which includes spending some time with his girlfriends. And not that kind of time. You guys don't think that. I warned you in the last video. Anyway, hey, I know this video is going back and forth because that's the train of thought going. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at there for now. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm actually going to incorporate the movie as the next part, because that's what I'm doing. And I have a few ideas for a Black Clover what ifs that I'm going to post in the future. I'm not going to let you know specifically because I want them to be a surprise. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me, you guys. I'm actually surprised you guys like looking at my ugly mug. Enough. Or you close your eyes and just listen to my voice, which is frankly not that great either. Anyway, thanks for everything. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. If you have any ideas for what else I should do in the future. I already have a long list. Why not make it longer? Well, see you guys. Peace out. You know what? Plus Ultra, and I'm out of here. See ya.